I'm skim reading it, but I'm still absorbing a lot of information. And that is communicating with System 1.
The Singh YouTube channel is all about giving viewers a behind the scenes look at what businesses really like. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
I'm not so keen on reviewing pages that aren't designed now, because I think design is at least 50% of the evaluation, particularly with landing pages. I think, and with this landing page, it's very good. So I do feel this should have been designed. The reason I'm making this video is because there was a couple of things that were really powerful about this landing page. The first is it got me to read without me trying. So notice I said I don't like to read Word documents. It still pulled me in. The copywriting is excellent. Not only is the copywriting excellent, the copywriting is relevant and it feels valuable. It feels relevant to some of the pain points and goals I'm going to have as a small business. It feels like you are reading my mind. And now I don't know too much about WooCommerce. I don't know too much about e-commerce, but the little bit of that I do know, this feels very relevant. I'm kind of almost like you've taken the words right out of my mouth. And that is what data helps you do. That is what data helps you achieve. So I feel your research here has been fantastic. The way you have stitched this all together is absolutely spot on. Another really powerful thing that happened when I was reading this is that I'm skim reading it, but I'm still absorbing a lot of information. And that is communicating with System 1. I am just skimming it. And as I'm skimming, I don't have to read every last sentence, and I'm still absorbing I'm understanding a lot of your value proposition. I'm understanding a lot of your expertise. You're coming across to me as an authority. And if I was to stop and actually read it, I think, I'd get even more back. So this page epitomizes what I've been trying to capture for, I would say, a good year or two, which is System 1 communication. You see, and sometimes we misinterpret System 1 communication for just simplicity. It's not. System 1 communication goes beyond that. System 1 communication is, without me putting a lot of effort in, without me having to really engage my cognitive faculties too much, I can A, absorb a lot of your message, B, it's relevant, and C, it's valuable. And I can do that whilst almost skim reading. That's beyond, that is something more than just simple. So there's a difference there between simplicity and so what we're really trying to capture with System 1 communication is this. Sell, scale, repeat. Brilliant. That's exactly what I want to achieve as a small business owner until your products are out of stock. Build a WooCommerce website that makes buying easy. This is, in my opinion, and it's just a subjective opinion, this is excellent. This is just simply excellent. Because this is what I'm trying to achieve. This is what I want. You've hit the bullseye with this. Buy a WooCommerce website that makes buying easy. None of the, not one that's just pretty. This is fantastic. I think this is exactly what customers want and need, and is really their priority. And it's just one after the other after the other. At no point do I feel there's waffle. At no point do I feel on this landing page that you're padding the content and then you're backing it up with work portfolios, which is just the absolute icing on the cake. So I feel like I'm almost having a conversation with a technical person. I'm going through this in my head. I'm saying, well, I've got this problem and I've got this problem. Then you're answering them. You're rolling them off one after the other, after the other, after the other. And then the copy, another, and then the cherry on the cake is really the copy is just absolutely put spot on. So you've really, unearthed the goals of customers, the patterns, the ecosystem in which they're living in. It feels like you've done a lot of research. It feels like you're an authority. It feels like you understand the customer. And you're doing all that without me even trying. I'm skim reading. I'm getting through. I'm flying through the page. I'm absolutely flying through the page. And very quickly, my impression of you is improving with every paragraph that I read. So it's that slippery slide. This also captures that slippery side effect. Got a back of the napkin design idea. Let's build it with a unique theme that engages your users and keep them. Snapshot of Edison medical text. Wow. And then you reinforce it again with yet more work portfolios. Um, so you've hit a lot of points there, right? I think the really big one is what I've been focusing on recently is reading, particularly when it comes to our brochures, our work portfolios, our articles. There's a lot of effort you have to put in, which really is a barrier to entry. The barrier to entry here is really low. It just rolls, almost like that snowball effect. You just build up that momentum as you're going through the landing page. It's a slippery slide, it's effortless, it's system one, it's relevant, it's great ROI. I put a little bit in, I get a lot back. And what I get back is again, it's relevant, it's valuable, it resonates with my goals and objectives. It feels like it's research based, data driven. Um, it feels like you understand the customer and the problems. It feels like you've been there and done that and got the t-shirt. The copywriting is succinct and crisp and beautiful. Um, and yeah, that was the one I was looking for. What absolutely nails it is halfway through the page, I'm just like, I'm ready to sign up. I felt like, yeah, I don't need to continue. And sometimes I've mentioned on recordings that I've had that feeling. I got halfway through and I was like, yeah, I don't need to read anymore. So that was the final thing that you captured as well, where you instilled that confidence in me. So on so many levels, this worked. I think the only thing I didn't quite understand was possibly this one showed. I think there might be something really clever you've got here. I was thinking show does not equal show off, because if you have results to show, you don't need to show off. But isn't that kind of an argument against testimonials? So I was a little bit confused with this one, or there's kind of an interesting angle you have here. Um, so yeah, not 100% sure about this, but maybe it's just because I've missed it. But start selling from the minute you go. It's just great. So final thing I'll just say is would love to have some inputs from a subject matter expert. What do they think? And I'm intrigued to see as well, like when we actually see the design version, it might not flow like this. And that's why design's so key and why I encourage design now at the same time. Because the flow is, as much as the flow is great here with the copy, it doesn't always land like that when the design's integrated into it too. So I really hope that you're able to retain all these elements and it doesn't get lost with the design, because there is long copy here. So how that's going to look, I don't know how that's going to look, but I feel this is a great example of system one communication, really system one communication, right? Not simplicity, more than that. It's selling to me. It's selling to me in system one mode. I don't have to try. I don't have to think. I just know what's kind of going on. So great work, absolutely great work, team.
If you liked this video and would like to learn more about what business is actually like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.